How much money have I lost? How many of these people have I called so many times and I just kept calling and calling and calling, and then they end up working with somebody else I know? Have you ever had these experiences? Have you followed up with somebody? It felt like forever. You called them, you sent them emails, you did everything you thought was right for months. Let's say that you called them at least once a week for 2 months. And then next thing you know, they end up working with your competition, or they work with somebody that you know and you just can't figure out why. Or how many times have you put in, work, you did a proposal, you met with a person, you did your proposal, they liked it, they liked you, and then they said they'd get back to you. And then you followed up with them again and you sent them an email and you gave them a call, but they never seemed to get back to you, so you stopped. Or how many times have we, gone to our opportunity as far as what we're doing for work, and we had good energy and we were, being a team player, and then all of a sudden one day we just weren't in the mood and we missed out on a chance for a promotion, or we missed out on that chance for a new contract. So today we're going to follow up on the short on consistency. And all those different scenarios are a part of consistency. Reason being is because when we stay consistent and when we are consistent, there is no stopping to what we do. Consistency brings on stability, and that's a fact. And what that means is that if we do something over and over again, we're not going to stop until we get the result that we want or that we're looking for. A lot of time people feel or they think that being consistent means that I did it for a while and it wasn't working, so I tried something else. And that is a small portion of consistency, but to truly be consistent, we have to continue to do what it is until we receive the result that we really want. And it's hard. It's very hard. But it's what separates those that are super successful to those that are somewhat successful to those that are not successful. And you can tell someone's success by how much consistency they have. If a person is ultra successful, that person most likely has a routine that they do every single morning. They have a routine when it comes to their workout. They have a routine when it comes to what time they're going to make their calls. They have a routine when it comes to who they're going to follow up with. They have a routine when it comes to their meetings. They stay consistent with their routine no matter what happens. The only time that some people might step away from their program, as I like to call it in my life, is when they're on vacation. But even then, some people will stay consistent. You might go on vacation, but if you work out every morning at 5:30, your body's going to automatically wake up so you can work out at 5:30. So once we start becoming so consistent, our body, our mind will create a habit that we, even if we try to, most likely can't stop. So to create that consistency, here are a few tools and a few ways that you can do it. First and foremost, you have to have the mental capacity and the decision making in your brain that no matter what happens, you're going to stay consistent. So I'll use myself, right? In the past, cold calling someone. There's been times where I've had to cold call someone for an entire year before I had the opportunity to work with that person. It got to the point where the person knew on a Thursday at 1:30 to expect a phone call from David Long. And the reason being is because I knew that one day, the day that I didn't call might have been the day that person needed something and I wasn't there. As well, I become part of that person's routine. And I know it sounds unique, but if you call somebody all the time on a certain day at a certain time as a business owner, after a certain amount of time, if they don't tell you to stop calling them, then that means that person in the back of their mind knows there might be an opportunity at some time for you to work with them. There might be a time where you call and they have a need and you're calling at the right time. One place that we often forget or stop being consistent with our follow-up or reaching out to someone is when they tell us that they're working with someone already. That's completely fine. Here's a good words usage when you have somebody that uses that. You say, hey, that's great. I don't ever want to interrupt a great relationship, but what I like to do is make sure that the person that I'm reaching out to knows that if the person they're working with can't fulfill, the person's off, they have a bad day, whatever it might be, you have somebody else you can count on that'll be there for you as a backup. It's all okay to be a backup to somebody as long as you stay consistent, because the day that they do need something and their number one person doesn't show up, You're right there, and they know by your habits in the past that they can count on you to follow through with what you say you're going to do. Another place that people sometimes fall with their consistency is creating a routine for themselves. A good example of that would be during New Year's. Not everybody, a lot of people, they create New Year's resolutions. New Year's resolutions a lot of times are self-killers. Reason being is because you get yourself all amped up about what you're going to do, be it working out, be it a diet, be it something with your job or your career. I'm gonna do this every single Tuesday. I'm gonna do this every day. I'm gonna work out 4 days a week, every week. And you do it for a month and a half, and then all of a sudden life gets in the way and you don't have time to stay consistent with what you planned on. All that does is it puts us in a position where we give ourselves a way out. Even if it's just for that, once we do it once, we're mentally and subconsciously letting ourselves know that it's okay if I break a routine or if I get out of my consistency. So you have to keep in your mind, no matter what's going on around you, no matter what people around you are doing, no matter what the business is looking like, no matter what kind of rejection you receive, that you're going to stay consistent in your process and making sure that you do what you say you're going to do, if to nothing else, to yourself. Now, as far as business owners, one thing that you can really do as far as how to grow your business with your consistency is your cold calling, your follow-ups, and your interactions with potential clients and customers. That is something that you have to be consistent at no matter what it is that you're doing. If you are a business owner and you're looking for new clients, you're going to have to set a time during your work day, be it every day, be it every other day, be it twice a week, whatever it might be, that you know you're going to spend an hour to an hour and a half reaching out to find new clients, as well as following up with the people that you've already called. A lot of times we'll be consistent in one aspect of creating our business, right? We're really good at cold calling, or we're really good at following up, or we're really good at networking, but then we become inconsistent in another part, and they all work together. If we're going to grow our business, we have to make sure that we have a consistent time for when I'm going to do my cold calls, when I'm going to do my follow-up calls, when I'm going to set my networking, and we don't let anything kind of get in the way. Again, life is going to happen. That's inevitable. However, life happens around what we choose. Our choices are a direct reflect of our consistency. So as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, as a person that works in sales, as a person that interacts with people to earn your living, make sure that you create a plan. And one good tool for that is going to be write it down, create calendars, have something that puts it on a schedule that's consistent. I have one on my phone that pops up every day between 1:30 and 2:45. They're going to make new outbound phone calls. Now, some days, if that time slot is full, I'm going to move it to a different time slot, but I cannot miss the opportunity to make those calls. I cannot miss the opportunity to do the follow-up. If I make 15 to 20 phone calls on a Monday and I have my follow-up day set on a Wednesday and I only get through 10, then I need to make another follow-up day for Friday to get through the rest of them. Again, you have to go through the little steps in every single process, be consistent at those steps to make sure that you give yourself the opportunity to truly succeed when it comes to growing your business. Now, these are habits and things that we have to do no matter the level of our success. The people that are super successful, like I said earlier, are people that tend to have consistent programs, routines in place that they will not let change. And once they grow their business, they share these, they teach these, they show those people that they're working with how to do it and what to do so they can be successful as well. So as you're creating your business, as you're growing your business, as you're expanding your business, as you're ready to move to the next level, let's focus on how we can create a consistent pattern in our lives, in our business, in our everything that we're doing so that we know what to expect. And once you start seeing results, you'll be even more amped and excited about the opportunity to be consistent because you've seen what kind of success you have with it. I hope you find this helpful. If you have some questions when it comes to consistency or anything else to do with sales or business growth, please reach out to me, david@supportingvisions.com. As well, please like, follow, and comment on this and other videos, as well as find me on TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram. Have a great day. I look forward to working with you, answering any questions, talking with you, and please be on the lookout for the next video.